Hello, I'll be your guide today as we take a look at the AutoWatch system. And as we progress, I'd like you to keep in mind, are you listening? Are you listening to your customers, to your trends, to the market? How about the data, or even the future? AutoWatch has been listening, and here's the answer. And as we take a look today, I'd also like you to keep in mind, this has all been done from a photo you took of the vehicle. Before I get started, I would like to go over some customer trends. What is it the customers want today in this information age? This first one report is from a JD Power and Associates, and they say that the customer would like less phone calls, they want more email, text messaging, and web communications. First time you may hear this, you may think it's the late teens, the early 20s, that younger crowd. Well, this next one here, it claims that providing claims updates via email is by far the most often stated preference across all age generations. We're not targeting a specific age group anymore. This is everyone. This is a graph that was released with that JD Power and Associate report, and it shows that the customer would like to receive more email and text communication. They want the daily communication from the shop, they just don't want the phone call. This next one is from trendwatching.com, and it says that using online technology, the consumers want to instantly track and be alerted of events and information they find interesting or important. And as we know the vehicle repair is going to be important to your customer, what we would like to do is make this interesting enough that not just your customers are going to come to your shop's website each day, but the potential customer, the friend, the family, the coworker, they're going to come in and track your customer's vehicle each day. This is an example of what it would look like on a shop's website. We would send them two links to add to the existing site. The first one would be the check vehicle, and this would be for the customers. But before I take a look at that, I would like to show you the insurance professionals button. This can be used with any DRP as well as rental car or fleet companies that you're working with. So for example here, we'll say that it was a AAA agent that logged in with his email address and a password. Once the AAA agent has logged in, he will land on a screen that will actually greet him by name and company. Welcome back, Dan of AAA. Here are your vehicles in my shop. He'll be able to see the status, the delivery dates of the vehicle, pull up the photos by clicking on the claim number, and even message the advisor handling the vehicle in the shop directly for any questions or comments. Back on the shop's homepage, I would like to take a look at the Check Vehicle button. And again, this is for the customers. There are three different options for the customer to log into the vehicle repair, and the first would be to manually input the ID number that was supplied and given to them at the shop. The second option is to choose from a list of ID numbers that would be displayed. And the third option is that the customers would put their phone number to log into their vehicle repairs. Once a customer has logged in, they will land on what we call the customer portal, and this is where they will see their photographs that have been taken of the vehicle. They will be exposed to some marketing potential from the shop by the automotive detailing banner you see up top. Shops can place additional products or services. Perhaps they have a monthly special they'd like to run there. Anything they would like to send out of additional marketing information. If you see on the left-hand side, there's a projected completion date. At any given point throughout this repair, your customer will know when this vehicle will be returned, as well as a status message to let this customer know where it's at in the repair process and what we're doing to this vehicle currently. With those two pieces of information alone, you just answered a lot of your customers' favorite questions. Those status phone calls will cut back. Shops see about a 40% reduction on average. Now let's say the customer had a question about structure repair. Now it's in body repair. Well, what's the difference between the two? The customer can come into the Repair Process Explanation tab and get a rundown of each stage of repair. When the customer visits this page, they will see a list of each stage of repair and a brief explanation. We are now giving the customer a better understanding of this repair process, and with these photographs, you've just opened your customer's eyes to the amount of work, time, and effort you put into these vehicles on a daily basis, and yet you still turn them around in a timely manner. The customers can provide feedback at any given point with this Survey tab. What it is an in-process CSI for you as a shop to gauge the customer and get that feedback while this vehicle's in the shop still. If there's a potentially negative feedback, you will receive an email notification, and we can take care of that and contact this customer before we deliver that vehicle. Send email to us is just another way the customers can communicate with the shop without picking up the phone day to day. The customer would simply supply their name and email address, choose which contact at the shop they would like it to go to, and as well as the ability to flag the message as a question, comment, or a complaint. So if you've got a dozen emails rolling in from customers, well, we can prioritize and look at a glance and see this one's a complaint, and we may need to take care of it and address this one first. Send photos to a friend is just another way that we would love for the customers to share this experience in your shop with a potential customer base. Customers would simply supply their friend's name and email address and then hit send your photos. When that send your photos button has been clicked, we trigger an automated email to go to that potential customer with a link to the shop's website and the friend's vehicles. We do not send them the photos. We send them the link because we want this traffic to take place on your shop's website. Notification preferences are where your customers can opt in for daily automated emails. They could simply supply their email as well as anybody else they like, a friend, a family member, even a coworker. The next day when that shop uploads that photograph, the customer will receive an email saying, "Dear Scott, thanks for choosing your collision center to repair your vehicle. You can click on the link below to see the most recent photos of your car and monitor its repair progress." So we didn't send them a simple canned message for the customer. We actually greeted them by name, provided some information on the shop, and a direct link to the customer's vehicle. And anybody else on that list will receive this email as well as your customer. Marketers are missing the chance to make a great first impression. In a study of U.S. companies, 60% did not send a welcome message, and then a shocking of 81% of the U.S. marketers did not use the collected data to send personalized, ongoing messages. Back on the Notification Preferences tab, we can actually opt in customers' mobile phone numbers as well as their emails. Again, they can supply their text message number as well as a friend, a family member, or even a coworker. Once the customer has supplied that information and the shop has uploaded a photo, that customer will receive a notification to their mobile device, and in that text message it will have some information on the number of photos posted, which stage the vehicle's in, even the delivery date, and we take it one step further and actually drop that link inside the text message. Now the customer can monitor their vehicle right from their phone. This service makes your shop not just available 24/7, but it actually makes it available on the go. Now I'd like to take a look at some of the vehicles in AutoWatch that we've sent a text message out. Well, the average number of clicks per vehicle is 24, or 24 visits to your shop's website. These vehicles are viewed by 9 different devices, so when your customer received that text message, they forwarded it on to 8 potential customers, and they came back the next day to see if you had progressed on their friend's vehicle. And then 3% of the vehicles have over 100 or more clicks, or 100 or more visits to the shop's website. Now I would like to cover some generalized text data. 79% of the US owns a cell phone that is text message ready. Text messages are usually read within 9 minutes of delivery, so when we look at communication and updating our customer, that is a very quick turnaround time. And then Americans will send and receive twice as many text messages as phone calls per month. That shows that is their preferred method of communication today. There is no daily data input for the program. The shop would simply hit the Get Estimates button, and it would pull the information out of the EMS file and populate what is needed for AutoWatch. When a customer's phone number is pulled over, you can actually enable the text updates by clicking the text update box, or you can simply supply the customer's email to automatically start those notifications for the customer. What we've done is made it so you as a shop can be proactive with this service and get that information while they're in the shop, because our data shows if the customer looks one time, multiple clicks and visits to your shop will follow, and the chances of them sharing your shop have now just dramatically increased. Now what I would like to do is take a look at our Facebook integration. This is different than a fan page, and it's tapping into the social networking site and leveraging it for marketing in a way no one else is doing today. Just to give you some background data on Facebook, there are over 800 million users currently. 50% log on any given day. That's over 400 million users. They spend over 700 billion minutes per month alone on Facebook, with an average of 130 Facebook friends, and some of them have thousands. More than 350 million active users currently accessing Facebook through their mobile devices, and then on average, more than 250 million photos are uploaded per day to Facebook. What we need to focus on is, contrary to popular belief, Facebook isn't a huge time waster. What it is, in fact, is a tool for connecting people with those around them, which gives a shop, as a marketer, an opportunity to use Facebook to expand the online footprint and directly engage with that potential customer base. There are more than 7 million apps and websites integrated with Facebook, and I hope you're asking yourself, why aren't we? When the customer has logged into the repair on the customer portal, they can simply link their Facebook with a couple clicks of the mouse. They would simply select the Facebook Share Your Photos button on the left-hand side there, and if a customer is logged into Facebook, it will automatically link up. If they're not, it will just simply ask them to supply their login information as any other Facebook application does today. As you can see here, I'm logged into Facebook as Dave Henderson. The first thing I see when I log in, as 50% of the Facebook users are doing each day, is a photo of a vehicle of my friends being repaired at your shop. So from just logging into Facebook each day, I'm being exposed to the shop on a daily basis, and I may not even know they existed previously. Once a customer has clicked on that View More button, it will take them to a page where they're going to see the vehicle repair photos. They'll see the marketing banner that we discussed earlier up top, so not just the customer base will see this, but your potential customer base. On the left-hand side, there will be a photo of the shop facility, all of the contact information, and even a direct link to the shop's website. If a customer is inside Facebook, they are over 5 times as likely to click on that link than they would anywhere else on the internet. With the contact information in place, the marketing banner, and your friends' photos to attract them to this page, well, let's see who's going on and taking a look at this information. The average vehicle on Facebook will be visited 56 times, or 56 visits or views to the website, 13% of which have over 100 or more views, or 100 or more visits, with an average of 26 different IP addresses. That is 26 different people looking at the shop on a day-to-day basis. That right there is marketing at its best, because the customers are showing their friends your shop on Facebook. What the customers take from this experience is, this shop isn't just telling me they're doing good work. They're willing to take photos and show me that they're proud of what they do on a day-to-day basis. You have to tap Facebook and the digital marketing it offers today. This is a graph to show you the Facebook impressions, or the number of potential customer base you as a shop can touch. If you see that there are 10 customers linked to Facebook with an average of 8 days of repairs, that is a total of 80 photographs linked. When we plug in the minimum number of friends, which is 130 on Facebook, you as a shop can touch over 10,000 potential customers through that social networking site. Now what I would like to do is cover our YouTube integration. This is an add-on but has a tremendous amount of power for your customers. Just to give you some background data on YouTube, it is the second largest search engine in the world, and there were more video uploaded to YouTube in the last 2 months than if NBC, ABC, and CBS had been airing new video 24/7, 365 days a year since 1948. This is a screen grab of the welcome video that your customer would see. When they log into the repair, they will get some information on the shop, the website, and even AutoWatch. We can have it be the manager, the owner, or anybody else in the shop you guys would like to have as the welcome message. Now what I'd like to do is spend a minute here on the shop back room. This is a standalone website where you can track all the vehicles in AutoWatch, and you can even track your production. On the lower left-hand side, you'll see the click data report, which shows you the number of vehicles you had that month versus your average click rate, or visits per vehicle. Up above that, you will see the shop statistics. This shows you the number of active vehicles in the shop and how many days they've been there. To the right, you will see a shop upload calendar. From a calendar view, you're going to see which days you uploaded to us and which days you didn't, which will affect that performance grade underneath it. And this is just for the shop to see that grade. The customers will not be exposed to this, and neither will the insurance companies. On the Claims tab, this is where you can track all the vehicles in the shop and actually see where they are at in their projected in the Claims tab, this is where you can track all the vehicles in the shop and even track how they're moving through their repair process. As you can see, the fourth one down is red. This simply is letting us know that it's sitting in disassembly, which looks like a day too long, and we may need to address this. The shop can set up the time limits on each stage of repair. For example, the paint booth 2 days may be okay for the shop, but on the third day, they would like it to turn red to simply notify them that this vehicle has been held up. The shop can pull up the photographs of the vehicle from the Claims tab here. And when they bring up that photo, as you can see here, this one has rust on the hood, which is additional unrelated damage, but it's damage nonetheless, and there's some upsell opportunity for this shop. If they click on the Add Note button in the lower left-hand corner, they will actually be able to drop a note, highlight the area they're discussing, and even email it directly to the customer as an upsell opportunity. When the customer has received that email, they will be able to follow the link that's displayed and actually see the photograph, the note attached to the photograph, but take it one step further and actually have the availability to reply back saying, yeah, go ahead and take care of it, or please give me a quote before you do so. Now back to the Claims tab. You can see there's a lot more red on these vehicles here, and we actually have these customized claim alerts that can notify you of any mishaps or holdups in the shop. This vehicle looks like it has missed its projected delivery date, but when I take a look at the other two alerts prior, it shows me that this vehicle had no status or photo uploads in 5 days' time. Just from looking at this slide here, I can tell something went wrong because this vehicle did not move in over 5 days' time. On the Reports tab, this is where the shop can run all kinds of powerful reports. This first one shows the number of claims by month. You can do whatever date range you like, the current month, the quarter, or even the year. The shop can also track their click rates, their survey results, even the shop delays, track their cycle time, and as they are putting in AutoWatch, the cycle time has been decreasing, and even track the work where it's coming from by insurance and rental car company. In the Settings tab, this is where you can invite the insurance, the rental, and the fleet customers for the shop. As I showed you earlier in the Insurance Professionals button, they'll be able to log in and see their vehicles each day. Well, from the shop standpoint, they will simply need to select the company, put the individual's name and email. Once they hit Send Invitation, that's it, they're done. From that point on, we take care of those and make sure that that insurance information is getting updated on a daily basis. So just to recap on the data flow for AutoWatch, the shop can get the assignment from the insurance company, they can extract the information out of their EMS files, or even in some cases, input the data manually. Once it's into the system and the shop takes a photograph of the vehicle, what we do is we update the customer portal on your shop's website. We update ClaimWatch, which is similar to the shop back room for the shop. We notify the customer through an email. We send them a text message with an update as well. We post the photos on their Facebook page, and we even notify them of a post CSI that would go out 2 days after that vehicle has been marked complete. And the beauty behind all this is the transparency. These all talk to each other on a frequent basis. If you update the back room, you've updated the customer portal, which would then notify your customer through an email or a text message communication. They all talk. Well, I hope that answered all of your questions here today, and if there are any questions on the system, you can contact us at 866-977-6473 or email us at sales@autowatch.com.